Time for one of my all-time favorite front porch rebuilds. This is going to be start to finish all in one video for you today, guys. We're going to completely demo it as seen here. We're beginning the demo now. We're going to completely demo it all the way to the ground, and we're going to rebuild, changing out everything entirely, including the columns and adding rails to this porch. It is really going to pop when we're all said and done. First things first, we got to get rid of all this garbage wood that is completely rotten. It's actually pitched back to the house, so we're going to get rid of everything. We're going to rip it out, and we're going to rebuild it properly and up to today's code. As you can see, first things first, we have our water and ice shield up against the existing. We're also going to be adding a copper flashing to that as well before we get into any of the decking. We're still doing some demo. We're removing the old columns and replacing them with new 5-inch PVC steel on the inside, reinforced, or maybe it's even aluminum, reinforced columns. This is a decorative look, and we're going to be able to fasten our new PVC railings into those as well, so everything will tie together. Now you can see here we're doing our rim board, and we are adding our post for our future rails that are going to be deck rails. We are framing this out entirely out of pressure-treated lumber, which is obviously code as it's outdoors. This does have a roof structure above it, so it won't get as wet, but it obviously will still get wet because then it'll get all the elements because it is outdoors. We're using all of our Ticos and fasteners and brackets as well. Got the chop saw out, chopping everything to size right now, so we're ready to get in there and just do our running. Since it's just me framing, I want to be able to do it quickly and rapidly. We have our joist hangers in there right now catching our new joists. We have our beams going through and the beams themselves are sitting on block. We have block piers everywhere that those columns are, and that just so happens to be where the piers sit. Now we have our butyl tape that is on the entire tops of the pressure-treated deck. This will just keep them from weathering. Now here you see we're going to be doing the system on the sides, so it'll be a nice decorative solid look all the way through. That's the same decking we're going to be looking at on the top of our decking. This is a TimberTech product. We're going to be using it. This is just our deck skirt. We're going to be doing it just on the bottom. Then we're going to have our 12-inch AZAC. That's going to be our rim board, decorative rim board over top of that. And it's really going to pop once it's completed. Now it's time to build our step. We're going much, much bigger. It's almost 20 inches of a platform step so that there's no tripping. And it's nice and easy. And it looks just like a miniature version of the big deck. And it will look good as well. Here is our AZAC. We're screwing that in with our hidden fasteners that comes with our plugs that we'll be plugging away at. You'll see the copper on the back of the decking. That's where the new decking will slide underneath against the house. The copper is protecting both the house and the rim joist against the house. Now here you'll see we're beginning to do our decking boards. We're running them all the way down throughout. We're using a hidden fastener system for that. That's just screwing down in between. So nothing's getting screwed into these deck boards except for the end pieces. Now it's time to pull off all of our wrap. We have our vinyl rails with our aluminum balusters, and here's our completed look. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. It was a pleasure to build.